for the fourth time in a row, number 5 on this list is a song from a game that I have not played yet. I assure you that the other songs on this list after this one will be from games that I actually have played. Out of all the games that I still have yet to play, Devil May Cry 3 is probably the one I want to play the most. One reason is because of the main theme of the game, Devils Never Cry. The first reason I like this song is because of the symbolism behind it. It's not only symbolic to the Devil May Cry series, it's also symbolic to a book. An author named Dante Alighieri wrote an allegory called Dante's Inferno, a book about his journey through hell. Alighieri based it around his journey through his prediction of what hell would look like and what Satan would look like. Devil May Cry's protagonist, who's also named Dante, is going on a relatively similar journey. It's also relatively symbolic to being in my religion. That's right, I'm Christian. I say this because on one end, there's a voice that sounds like the devil himself convincing Dante that he's never going to be a man even if he tries. And on the other hand, is a voice that sounds like praying. This represents a common struggle that many Christians, myself included, can relate to. Now I know that's probably not a good idea to reference scripture in video games, but it's my list, I make the friggin' rules here. But even so, symbolism aside, there are other aspects to the song that I like. These instrumentals are just astounding to listen to, even though it's a heavy metal theme. That and overall, the vocals are just really cool. Then again, not as cool as I'm My Own Master now. Those are just friggin' amazing. Well, it's a little bit lower on the list. If it weren't because only a third of the world are Christians, and I'm pretty sure a majority of people who play this game weren't, I can't really put it any higher. But I get to, even though I've never played it. One reason I don't like the crap we hear on the radio all the friggin' time is because of the message. They all say the same things. In fact, there's only one message that even official, that being be an individual. I mean, of course I want to be an individual. I like being myself. And if it's not about that, it's about either flirting with people or just getting drunk at parties or being desperate. I mean, that's not love, especially the drinking part. But in some cases, you have to prove that you're a sexist and hate most people in your opposite sex. However, I'm talking about this because there's a song in a video game that I believe should be on the radio and gives off a legitimate message. That being Captain Falcon's theme from F-Zero GX. I'm gonna say this right now. Captain Falcon's theme is my favorite theme, is F-Zero GX. Tied with Samurai Goros, but that's beside the point. Not only are the instrumentals just absolutely marvelous, but the lyrics are some of the most inspiring I've ever heard in any form of media. It doesn't say any of that crap that I mentioned earlier. Instead it says, this world's tough, just don't give up. True that, Captain Falcon.
Yes!
That is actually kind of symbolic for having a role model. It makes you wonder why other songs today have to be about how desperate people are to find someone to love them. That and the instrumentals are also really cool. And it's actually why I think this song should be played on the radio, because it's the same type of instruments you hear on the radio. However, this song could lead to a better society than the one we have today. That alone puts it on this list. It's basically everything you would want in a song. But there are basically 3 songs that left just a little bit bigger of an impression on me. For nearly the entire list, you've been listening to fast-paced rock songs that have exciting instrumentals and hardcore lyrics. How about for something completely different? Let me just say that the only reason I know Uta is at the bottom of the top 3 is because up until Brawl's release, Pikmin did not get to hear this song in America. Only Europe and Japan got to hear the song within the game Pikmin. Although the Pikmin did sing it in Pikmin 2, I haven't played Pikmin 2, so I don't count it. Translated to English, I know Uta means Song of Love. But there's one important feature that I found within it. This is character development within a song. I kid you not about this, but to fill you in case you don't know, I'll explain it for you. At the beginning of the game, Olimar meets these creatures called Pikmin, and he names them that because they remind him of pick carrots. And then he eventually throws them. And you might think that the Pikmin might not like him for that, but instead they think of him as them trying to help, so they end up following him because they have no other way to go, as pretty much every creature wants to kill them. But at the end of the game, they realize that they weren't following him because of the fact that they were following him. They felt like he was a father to them. That is just touching. See, this is why I put it so high on the list. Rarely does a song try to go for character development. I mean, sure, there have been other songs that have referenced character development, but never really have they ever even tried to base it around it. But the instrumentals are also very beautiful, and the singer in this song is also really exquisite at fitting the theme of the song. So in short, I know Uta is beautiful and has a really strong theme to it. Do I really need to say anything else? For a long time, I was going to have this song at number 1, but due to a recent opinion change, I no longer stick with that opinion. Anyways, number 2 is His World. When many people say their favorite song in the Sonic franchise, they might say Open Your Heart, Live and Learn, or What I'm Made Of. Well, I say balls to that! I think that His World is the best vocal track in the entire franchise. However, for a long time, I didn't really know why. I mean, sure, I noticed that it had a wide variety of instruments that made the orchestra very beautiful. Other than that, I didn't really know why I liked this song for a long time. Then I noticed the lyrics again and realized how mundane this song truly is. Not by design, I mean like what the lyrics say. In terms of challenges in real-life society, It represents what the world is like. Yes, like Captain Falcon's theme, but Captain Falcon's theme only represented a handful of our society.
Where compromise does not exist in his world. The world's every step meets the rest. In this world, where one is all. In this world, never fear the fall. In this world, where compromise does not exist in his world. The world's every step meets the rest.
But it also shows how it's easy for Sonic to overcome them, and how he can encourage you to do so too if you try. It's overall a positive song that just lifts your spirits and encourages you to never give up. Believe it or not, that's actually most of my personality in a nutshell.
Understands when the tides will swing, so he's breaking down doors, never far away. Come on and psych yourself up, cause it's time to play. Bounce to the beats and the rhymes, cause they're here to stay. The one and only marathon man, living the day. Moving up, coming fast, and he'll blow you away. Because
This also fits Sonic's personality very, very well. I mean, it's No, It Doesn't Matter, which was an honorable mention by the way, but his world really does a good job at it as well. The lyrics fits live and fits Sonic's personality, and gives off the same message for both of them. When was the last time you heard a song capable of doing that? This is also the reason it's at the number 2 spot. It makes the effortless, annoying, untalented singers look like the effortless, annoying, untalented singers they really are. Like the case with Captain Falcon's theme, why can't other songs nowadays be like this? I should stop complaining now, and I should stop comparing Sonic series to F-Zero series. Anyways, the reason it's at number 2 is because there's just one song I like just a little more. Alas, we come across not only my favorite video game vocal track, but also my favorite song of all time. A song with fitting lyrics to both the character it represents and life in general. The instrumentals are so beautiful and great. My favorite song of all time is Lustin'. Because why not? In case you're wondering, yes, I am slowly becoming a fan of the BlazBlue series, but I'm not going to talk about the series quite yet. Instead, I'm going to be talking about the amazing song known as Lustin' and why I like it so much. First, the lyrics. Similar to I Know Uta, it's basically character development within a song. But this is different because Jin is my personal favorite character in the BlazBlue series.
songs of the day, I can feel you near, helping me see beyond the walls. Please strengthen my resolve.
The beginning of the song says how depressing of a character Jin can be at times, especially when he learned how to use his powers correctly in order to bring balance to the world. Then, as the rest of the song progresses, Jin learns how to use his powers properly, and then by the final part, it's pretty much summed up as such.
Give up? You've got to be joking. I've already given up on life, on the world. But I've decided to cast aside apathy and fight. Not only against this so-called order, but against the world. Tsubaki, if you insist on preserving this travesty you call order, then from now on, you are my enemy!
That is very unfortunate, Jin. If you are my enemy, then you must die.
I am the cold steel, the blade that will restore balance to this world!
But Lustin' wouldn't be at the number 1 spot if it was merely because it fit the character. No, this can actually relate to the basis of someone's average life. Mine. And the instrumentals are just amazing. I mean, the piano and guitar mix, that's just awesome. But despite how phenomenal of a song this really is, in actuality, there's no special reason as to why I like this song. It's just everything I like in a song. I'm a Super Dementio, and since Blaze Blue Chrono Phantasma is finally out, I am more excited for it than ever.
Just a sonic border,